Good afternoon from 32-degree Chengdu. All coffeeed up in the hostel this morning. Had a chat with the Romanian guy that's staying there, nice guy. Just talking about the things we've noticed in China so far. Anyway, today I'm heading down to the main area of Chengdu, which is strange that I haven't even been there yet. It's my last day here. It's called Tianfu Square, and then we'll head to People's Park because there's something that could be very interesting there. Very strange, but very interesting. So we will see if it's there. If it's not there, I'll tell you what it will be anyway, or what it would have been. But you can wait for that. Man, booked my train for tomorrow morning. A 2-hour train journey from Chengdu north to Chongqing. Now I thought Chengdu was a big city, and it is a big city. It's huge. There's 23 million people here. But Chongqing, the greater urban area of Chongqing, has 36 million people living there. And apparently the city is done like on levels, so it's in the mountains. So like what you think is the ground floor might actually be like the 7th floor, you know. So we're going to check that out and see what it's like tomorrow. But for now, we head to Tianfu Square, the main area of Chengdu. And it's sticky today. Anyway, let's go. What am I rambling on about? Look at this pleasant little park I came across. Now I'm not going into it yet. I might go into it on the way back actually. Looks like there's a little boat over there. Nobody in it or anything, but still looks interesting. Honestly, I'm sweating right now. It's so cloudy and dull and misty, and believe it or not, it's not actually pollution. The area where Chengdu is in Sichuan, and where I'm going tomorrow, Chongqing, they do get a lot of misty weather throughout the year. It's just the region that they're in because they're right beside the mountains, and it's the clash of the climates between the Tropic of Cancer to the south, and here it's just kind of, it makes it really like sweaty and muggy, and I'm struggling. Let's just say that. We don't need to get the details, just I'll give you the simple fact is I'm struggling. So I need to find something to drink soon. I've arrived in Tianfu Square. As you can see, it's been overlooked by Chairman Mao in the distance in front of the Science and Technology Museum. Looking out on Tianfu Square. Well, I'll tell you one thing. At the moment he's not looking out at much because there's not an awful lot going on here. Now, I say there's not an awful lot going on here. I mean, it's not that there isn't. There's an underground part here as well that I'll go and explore. But they have got a lovely flower display all the way around. There's flowers going all along. And they've got this spiral thingy. I think it's a snake at the top. No, wait, dragon? I don't know. Anyway, I will go down and check out underneath. But yeah, I made it to Tianfu Square. It was only about a 20-minute walk. Wait, is this a train station? It might also... oh, it is a station as well. It's a metro station, but it looks like it's a shopping area. God. Check out what this is from the front. It might be a clock. Yeah, about 20-minute walk down here. It's just the humidity is making it difficult. And I haven't found any shops on the way that were selling any cold drinks. They had warm drinks, but what use is that to me? To a wimp like me? And see, now I'm not going down this way, but all the way down this way leads to the highway towards Kunming, another big city in the Yunnan province, which I might get to. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know. As I'm going along, I'm just kind of playing it by ear, you know. I'm surprised there's not much more going on here. It's Sunday. Maybe this is the day that's quiet. Maybe Sunday, it's the opposite to other countries where Sunday is the day like people don't go out and do anything, you know? I'm not sure. Well, they've got a food court underneath. Oh my god. Everything. I don't know what that is, but it's something. Ice cream. I don't know what that is either, but like waffles or something like that. Sushi. Now, in saying that I don't really want to try sushi somewhere that's not that close to the ocean, you know? Just part of me thinks like, maybe it's not as fresh. They have a Japanese chain. Yoshinoya. The budget beef bowl and rice, like where I had my one-coin meal, similar. Oh look, our cat cafe. Damn, they're chunky cats. I guess everyone's feeding the bits of their lunch. Jesus. And it's not fluff, it's just bulk. See, everything's spicy, even the name. Burning Pot. And similar to what you might find in Japan, they also have these anime stores selling all kinds of memorabilia and collectibles and comics and manga and everything. And probably more so Chinese brands as well, but it's popular all over the world, not just Japan and the West. A Barbie store as well for some reason. Well, I didn't get anything there yet, but there's some great selections there for food later, and it's on the way back, so perfect. I'm glad I came across that. Well, I intentionally came to this area, but I did not know about the underground passage. So I think the plan for now is to head to the People's Park. People's Park is only about a 5-minute walk away, so I think it's worth checking out. It's a big area, popular, so let's go. You know what, I've given up not complaining about the heat. I'm gonna complain about the heat, although I have been complaining all along. But man, it's just draining, you know. Well, I bought this. It's a mix of fruits and nuts and bubble tea, bobas and all sorts. So I'm going to find somewhere at the park to sit down and eat it. Just try not to spill it because it's all wobbly. See? Yeah, so it's like a boba and konjac jelly, which is a fruit. If you remember the dango that I got that I didn't like, well, that was flavourless. This is flavoured, so it's different. So let's check it out. €2. It's heavy. Just about to enter People's Park now, but you can see you got this big giant imposing Chinese soldier greeting you as you start to walk in. Fighter for Chinese liberation against the Japanese. Looks like a nice area when you're walking in. You know, it's kept well. Nice flowers and rock area. And sorry, I'm still trying to walk without spilling this weird fruit cocktail that I've tasted, by the way. I had to taste it because it starts spilling out when I'm walking. It's lovely. Nice crunch from bits of watermelon and everything in it. Almonds. What's that fruit, the white one with the black seeds? Is it dragon fruit? I think it's dragon fruit. So I'm in the People's Park here now, and you can see this part of a wall that's left from the battle against Japanese aggression in the 1937-ish. And over there they've got statues dedicated to them. I took a few photos, so I didn't take any video of it. But we'll take a little walk around. It's quite nice in here. Little river with everyone on their boats. I've noticed a lot of men, Chinese men here wearing their Beijing bikini. Now, I'm not calling it a Beijing bikini because it's actually a bikini, but it's where they walk around with their shirt up under like their rib cage, and they just walk up with their belly hanging out. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Yeah, look, that's nice, isn't it? So this part I came down into was air raid barracks that's been changed into a bit of a museum. So this was built obviously to protect them from the Japanese air raids. It's nice that they've kept it and turned it into something, isn't it? Something that's not commercial. Check this out, And most of the big cities in China actually have a park called People's Park. Look at this guy. And it's always dedicated to the history of either the Communist Party, the Chinese kind of fight against the Japanese and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a nice little way of paying tribute, you know. You always got these nice little statues in the parks all around as well. Hundreds of them I didn't show you, but just I'm only showing you these because I'm walking past them. Now I need to find what I want to get to. I need to find out where the hell it is in this park, because it's a big, pretty big park. Hope I'm not disappointed and I can't find it. Let's see. Would you believe that there's construction? Oh, I know you wouldn't believe it, but you have to. It's true. That's a shock. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Construction in China? Oh, never. You see how lovely and green it is. Funny, I don't know what it is with Asians. Like, it's not a generalization of Asians, but honestly, so far when people sneeze or cough in Japan, in Korea, in China, nobody covers their mouth or anything. They just let loose. It's the weirdest thing for me. I find it pretty rude, but you know, maybe it's a cultural thing and I can't really have an opinion on it, can I? But honestly, everywhere I've been, I was kind of shocked when I was in Japan and I saw it, because you know, you're thinking like Japan, oh, they're very polite and you know, but no, not when it comes to sneezing or coughing all over everything. Maybe they're so used to wearing a mask and when they don't have it on they still think they have. I don't know. You can see the Beijing bikini to my right. That's what I was talking about. Well, I have found what I was looking for. Now this whole thing is, I guess it's strange in a way, because the lack of technology used for what it is, because people nowadays are used to using technology for this purpose. However, right in front of me you will see people reading these little pages, yeah? Lots of pages everywhere. And this is Matchmaker's Corner. So this is where parents will advertise their children for marriage. And without seeing any pictures, it's all about material possession. So like they will request that you must own a house or you must be eligible to live in a specific area. You can see it all over. So people will advertise their children for marriage. That's so strange, but like, so this is basically prehistoric Tinder. This is Tinder without the app. So yeah, it's kind of strange, you know. It goes on and on, like it's, I don't know if it's blue for men and pink over here for women. I don't know. But everybody's advertising. There is a couple of pictures actually on them of men. So I think these blue ones are men and the pink ones are women. But it's all about, yeah, how much you you own. And you set up the wedding through that. It's very old-fashioned. And I guess it's kind of a tradition that's died out over the years, you know, like an arranged marriage. Not exactly arranged, but you know what I mean, that kind of a thing. Whereas nowadays everyone's used to using like apps maybe for matchmaking, and previously they actually had workers here whose profession was matchmaking, so they learned all about the family of each person that they were going to try and match, and then their job would be to use the like for example the star signs of the people. They would use all this kind of thing to match. So they were professional matchmakers without the people meeting each other. People would never meet each other, so you have to put like your age, your height, your blood type, you know, blood type. Yeah. So here you go. If you're ever looking for a husband or a wife in China, just come to one of these places. You might be able to find yourself someone. But it kind of feels like something from one of those countries where you would have like still have like an arranged marriage of sorts. Like in India, for example, a lot of them would still, like, the families have a say over who the child marries. And this is very similar. Like, you know, the parents of the person are the ones that advertise. Like, the person doesn't really do the advertising, you know? I don't know. I just find it fascinating. And they're getting a lot of people going looking at them, so I mean, you know, sooner or later someone's going to come along and marry these people. It's just kind of weird that you have to put your blood type. Actually, some of them have marked marital status, so I mean, they're hardly going to write that they're still married, right? You know, so yeah, it's kind of weird. And the thing that you'll see on a lot of them, so there is some English translation. So you'll see like marital status, where they live, the name, the criteria that they need the person to have. So this person has to be born between 1993 and 1998, and they've got their personal information, and so they have specific needs. And if you don't match them, you're not going to get made a match made with them. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, some of them have, like, wait, they all have their telephone number, I suppose. How else would you contact them? But isn't it strange, like, you know? Yeah, really weird. Now, who am I to judge, you know? Maybe that's the right way of doing it. Maybe it's better than people going on Tinder online and just getting to know each other instantly. Like, you know, this kind of gives people so much information on what you have to meet, and if you don't meet that, you've got no hope, you know? So you have pictures of people though, like some of them have a picture. Look, a lovely looking girl here looking for 170 centimeter plus male. So if you're a dwarf, sorry, she ain't gonna marry you. Let's check out this little music festival here. So anyway, the parents will want you to own like a certain amount of property or a certain amount of vehicles. So there's all these criteria that you have to meet. It's not just that, oh, you know what, I fit this person's physical description needs. You know, you've got to have assets. Well, look, at least they're upfront about it. You got to give them credit for that, right? Look, some of them still have photos. See, nice looking girl here. I can't read the rest, but well, you only have to be born between 1991 and 1968. She's not that picky about age. You know, it's only, what, you know, 23 years that you can be between, and you only have to be 169 centimeters plus. So I think most people fit that, or most men, the majority of men fit that bill. So, like, you know, I can't read the rest of it. Maybe she requires that you own like 2 apartments and 3 cars, so maybe then you're out of luck, but hey, you know. So I was actually wrong. It's not pink sheets for female and blue ones for male. This one, for example, says gentleman and his name. But geez, I tell you one thing, this fella's very picky. This fella's only 158 centimeters tall, but he requires that the girl be 172 centimeters tall or more. Jesus, honestly, he doesn't even fit the bill of most of the women here. Like even the one that has like 169, they'd say, well, that's a low standard for height, like. But yeah, he doesn't even fit that. He's 11 centimeters off that one. He's been picky about someone else's fella. I'm sorry, that fella's going to be left on this wall for a long time. Here you've got the Szechuan Martyrs Memorial. So this was set up in 1911. There was a revolution by the Wuchang in the Szechuan region, and this is dedicated to those who fought and died defending this region. It was built by the railway company, so you can see this railway, the logo of the track on it. I told you, everything in Chengdu is themed around pandas. Honestly, there's panda beer, I've seen panda coconut water, panda brand cigarettes. Everything is just panda. Well, I mean, rightly so. They're supposed to use their what you call it, kind of popular things to their advantage, aren't they? Look at this cool astronaut. This is nice. Beer hall, of course, the Grimbergen German themed beer hall. What a shock! A Casio shop, that's very old fashioned. Huh? Wow, this place is gorgeous though, walking along. Smells of all the different foods and spices and sweet things as well. Oh, these people dressed up in, well, I guess it's old style clothing. Man, it's still hot. Oh look, at Starbucks with an old front. See, if Starbucks didn't usually look so boring, it might be a bit better. You know, if they did them all like that. Tea, cigarettes. Strange. I guess it's probably like herbal cigarettes or something like that. Jeez, this street is huge. It's called the Xie alley, but the alley is bloody. It's like a bloody. It's like a main high street. All these sweet dried fruits. Oh, I do love some dried fruit, specific ones, you know. Well, that was a look at some of the main area of Chengdu. Now, when I say some of the main area, I mean just some, because, as I said, Chengdu is massive. It's in like loops, so circles. The next circle encloses the other circle, and it's another ring of commercial, urban development, everything. It's just massive. But this is kind of the center of all of the circles, you know, the epicenter of it. It's quite nice and green though, I must say. So yeah, tomorrow morning go to Chongqing, and actually I still have to book accommodation for Chongqing, so I'm going to go back and do that now. Oh, God, it's so long. God, help me. Oh. And you know what, I can't, every time I find like a fridge with a drink in it in the supermarket, it's never really cold enough for me. But hey, maybe I'm just a wimp. I am just a wimp, it's not maybe. Well look, I'll catch you in the morning when we depart for Chongqing, the largest greater urban area populated city in the world. See you in the morning.